Hi everyone, I'm Mary. They say women's money is the easiest to earn, and it's absolutely true. Recently, a special perfume has been going viral, attracting countless women to its stores. It's specifically tailored for women's private parts, called Private Perfume, and many people are flocking to buy it. They feel their private parts have an odor and want to make them smell good. I think it's completely unnecessary because everything in the world has its own unique scent, and the private parts are no exception. The odor of the private parts is, to some extent, a barometer of a woman's private health. If you mask the natural odor with perfume, you may ignore certain body signals. What is a normal female private odor? Normal, a woman's private parts have a light fishy odor. The intensity varies from person to person, and if you don't maintain proper private hygiene, the odor may be stronger. In fact, it's normal for a woman's private parts to have an odor. Even healthy private parts can have a light fishy odor. If I had to use a single food to describe the taste of most people's vaginas, it would probably be plain yogurt. The vaginal discharge secreted daily by women contains not only shed cells and mucus, but also a host of resident bacteria from the vagina. In a healthy state, these bacteria not only keep the vagina clean, but also maintain a balanced pH. For example, lactobacillus accounts for over 95% of the microbial population in a healthy woman's vagina, keeping the vagina acidic and inhibiting the growth of pathogenic bacteria. This is why the vagina has a slightly sour taste. It's said that a female medical doctor in the United States isolated lactic acid bacteria from vaginal fluid and used it to ferment yogurt. Not only was it successful, but it also tasted great. I hope this doesn't give you a strange impression of yogurt. From a biological perspective, the smell of the vagina is actually related to sexual attraction. In nature, female animals use odor mostly from the vagina to attract males. This is also called pheromones. In other words, having a vaginal odor is perfectly natural and nothing to be ashamed of or disgusted about. It's a gift from nature. Regardless of the odor, it's generally not overly unpleasant. As long as you can't smell it from more than 30 cm away, it's normal. If the odor is really strong or unpleasant, it's time to be alert. These 3 odors in your private parts could indicate illness. Normally, after washing your private parts, there should be no odor other than the smell of shower gel. So as a man, if you notice an unusual odor when you're biting, one that becomes somewhat pungent, or even smells like rotten fish or shrimp, you need to pay special attention. This could indicate illness and be a cause for concern. Here are some unusual odors to help you identify. Fishy odor. In most cases, a strong fishy odor is a sign of a bacterial infection. It's often accompanied by itching, burning, and increased discharge. Fishy odor. This is often caused by vaginal inflammation due to anaerobic infections, trichomonas infection, or Haemophilus influenzae infection. Decomposing odor. This odor typically smells like decay and mold. This could indicate actual decomposition of the vagina, such as a foreign object left in the vagina. A girl once forgot her tampon in her vagina. 2 weeks later, she noticed her vagina was emitting a foul odor, so she went to the hospital to have it removed. It's terrifying just to think about it. Unpleasant odor can indicate some medical conditions, but it doesn't provide a definitive diagnosis. Going to the hospital immediately is the right thing to do. How can you smell better? When experiencing the aforementioned unpleasant odor, many people often use 2 methods: using gynecological washes or covering it up with intimate perfume. However, these 2 things are absolutely forbidden. Gynecological washes disrupt the balance of the vaginal environment and impair its self-cleaning function. Frequent use not only fails to eliminate odor, but can also cause illnesses, making existing ones worse, unless your doctor recommends it. Intimate perfumes, on the other hand, only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. They simply mask the odor without addressing the source and can even be harmful to your vagina. If they contain other chemical ingredients, long-term use can be harmful to your health. Because the outer vaginal mucosa of women is very delicate, alcohol-containing products can irritate it, easily leading to allergies, inflammation, and other problems. Therefore, women should avoid blindly buying these products. If you really want to spray, here's a tip. Spray on your hands and then apply a little to your pubic hair. This won't harm your delicate vagina and will also improve its odor. How can you make your vagina smell better? Maintain vaginal hygiene. Wash frequently with warm water. You don't need to go deep into your vagina, just clean the surface folds and anus. After urinating, wipe with a clean tissue. After defecation, wipe from front to back to avoid transferring bacteria and feces from the anus into the vagina, which can cause vaginal odor. Change underwear to breathable materials like pure cotton to maximize air circulation and reduce vaginal odor. Before sex, it's best for both partners to shower and maintain hygiene. Additionally, you can reduce vaginal odor by changing your diet. For example, eating more fresh vegetables and fruits, consuming a healthy amount of protein, eating a moderate amount of whole grains and nuts, and supplementing with vitamins B2 and C can all help alleviate vaginal odor. Anxiety stems from the unknown. I hope every woman enjoys her body and believes that your body deserves to be enjoyed.